Hi guys, it's Arron here, and I'm here to give you a few hints and tips about staying healthy mentally, physically and emotionally during lockdown 2.0. Even about staying healthy in the winter, right? Because as we're getting into these darker months, it's shorter days, it's a bit more miserable outside. A lot of us get a bit of depression, a bit of sadness. So we've really got to make sure we do all the right things to help support ourselves through this tough time. So one of those big bits of advice for you is going to be get out and be active whenever you can. Even when it's raining, just get outside and get the body moving, but mostly be outside in nature, be outside in the fresh air. It's really easy when the weather draws in and when we're under a lot of restriction to end up being cooped up in the same space for long periods of time. And I think everyone's going to understand that's actually not going to be great for your mental health to stay in that one space. So get out, be outside, ideally be around nature. So find the nearest park, find a forest, and get walking by the trees. There's loads of studies that have been done to show that walking in nature, walking in trees in particular, in forests, helps to reduce blood pressure, helps to reduce depression, anxiety, and also going out and being active is going to help keep you a bit healthier, right? You're going to help keep the heart working a little bit if you go for a nice brisk walk. So that's my first bit of advice. So my second tip actually relates quite closely to the first one. My second tip is about reducing screen or device time. Okay, a lot of us are glued to our devices or our screens for work purposes when you're working from home, but when you go out for your walk, when you go out for your exercise, leave your device at home if you can. If you have to have it on you, please switch on silent or just put it to vibrate at the very worst, but try and have it off altogether or not with you, because having it there is going to distract you. We want you to be out in nature, giving some time to you and your mind and your body, rather than being distracted by work or a text from friends or having to worry about anything that might be stressing you out. Just leave those things behind, take some time for yourself and go for a nice long walk. So tip number 3 is about rest and recovery. And this is the perfect time of year to really focus on that. It is winter. Naturally, in the winter, we would sleep more, we would hibernate a little bit more. If you go back a couple of hundred years ago, before we had the electric light bulb, when it was dark, generally we would have to go to sleep because there wasn't much else to do. You know, we had candlelight, but that was probably about it. So naturally we would have hibernated more, whereas in the summer and those longer days, those are the times to be more active, and generally we have more energy then. So let's get natural and be a bit more with the seasons. And again, this is a great time to take advantage of that, because in lockdown, there's nothing to distract you in the evenings, hopefully. You know, you have family stuff going on or you have a few things to do in the evenings, but realistically, you haven't got the pub as a distraction. There's no activities to be doing outside of the home. So once you finish work, once you've done all the chores and things you have to do, try and get to bed early. Take this opportunity when it doesn't normally happen to get more rest and more sleep. That's really going to help those of you who've got mental health issues, anyone who is struggling to kind of with energy levels. Sleep, rest and recovery is really important. And that's going to tie into the other points that I made earlier, where reducing screen time. Take your screen away at about 40 minutes to an hour before bed. That will help with your sleep. And being out in nature more. Breathing, spending time out in nature, that's going to help to slow the body down as well, which will help to reduce stress, and therefore hopefully you will get a better quality of sleep.